So today we're going to talk about love versus lust. And I think in our culture, there's actually a lot of confusion because we throw around the word love a lot when we actually mean having like a strong desire. So for instance, I would say that I love my husband, and I would also say that I love tacos, but I've never had a long conversation with tacos. I am not going to do laundry for tacos. I'm not going to stay up late taking care of a sick taco, like, of course, duh. But what I probably mean is that I'm actually super hungry and I want to eat a taco. I am just going to take. There's no giving in that relationship. I'm just going to meet my own needs. And lust is actually really similar. It's just a taking relationship. It's kind of like if you were to have a bank account that you just kept withdrawing, eventually you weren't gonna have any more money in that account and it's gonna be bankrupt. With love, with a deeper relationship, you have to also deposit stuff in order to eventually withdraw. You probably heard the expression, it's better to give than to receive. I actually think that there is a pillow that's like cross-stitched somewhere in my grandma's house with that expression on it. So I know you've gotta have heard that before. And it's so true. I remember like a few years ago, when my husband and I were married, I think we were like 5 years into marriage, we had a couple of extra $100 in our budget, which never happens. And like immediately I thought of 10 ways that I could spend it on myself. And then I remembered that my husband had really wanted to go home to visit some of his friends that he hadn't seen in a while. And I knew that if I spent the money on him, long term, I'd be so much more happy about that choice. So I did. I surprised him with the airline ticket and he was beyond stoked and he had a great time and he connected with his friends. And I still remember like how much enjoyment I got out of seeing him happy versus if I had spent the money like on a shopping spree on myself. I guarantee I couldn't even tell you what I would have purchased for myself. Like I remember how I felt in the moment because it felt better to give him and spend the money on him than it would have on giving it on myself. So it's the key to like a long-term successful relationship really is giving, like not just focusing on getting your own needs met, but focusing on how you can also meet the other person's needs. Like an example of this is that in marriage, when we think of like common wedding vows, they are actually a list of promises of what you're going to do for your spouse, like love in richer or poorer, sickness and in health. It's not a list of demands of what we're expecting to get out of the relationship. We need to focus on meeting their needs and not constantly on getting your own needs met. So it's got to be a change of perspective on love. Today, as you go throughout your day, I want you to listen to yourself, and every time you say the word love, like, what do you actually mean? Do you mean you have a really strong desire? You would really, really want to do something? You have a lot of fun? Think about what it is that we're actually saying, and I think it could help us be less confused on what is love and what is lust. When are we just getting our own needs met? So think about it today.